Cancer doesn't just grow. It moves, it spreads, and it learns how to ignore the signals that are supposed to shut it down. That's where this plant gets interesting. Pluchea odorata, Sweetscent, contains a class of compounds called eudesmane-type sesquiterpenes. And these aren't general antioxidants. They interact directly with cellular signaling. In laboratory studies, compounds isolated from this plant have been shown to induce apoptosis, programmed cell death, a built-in mechanism the body uses to eliminate damaged cells. But in many cancer cell lines, that signal is disrupted, and these compounds appear to help re-sensitize those cells to that shutdown process. Not by brute force, but by restoring a signal that should already be there. And then it moves into another layer. Because cancer isn't just uncontrolled growth, it's uncontrolled movement, the ability of cells to migrate, to detach, and spread into surrounding tissue. And in controlled models, these same compounds have been shown to inhibit tumor cell migration, targeting the mobility of those cells, which is a key step before metastasis even begins. So now you're looking at two critical controls, resensitizing abnormal cells to apoptosis, and slowing the movement that leads to spread. But there's a third layer that often gets overlooked, inflammation, because chronic inflammatory signaling helps create the environment that abnormal cells rely on. And Pluchea odorata contains compounds that have been shown to reduce inflammatory markers, shifting that environment away from one that supports growth. So, instead of just targeting the cell, you're influencing the conditions around the cell. That's a different level of interaction. Now, this is important. These findings come from in vitro and preclinical research, not human clinical treatment just yet. But the mechanisms are real. Signal disruption, movement interference, environmental modulation, all driven by a very specific chemical system. This is Pluchea odorata, Sweetscent, and its potential isn't in acting like a drug. It's in how it interacts with control,